everyone, welcome to Remote STEM class. It's Mr. Dowd here. Happy hump day. It is Wednesday. So as of now, you should be kind of familiar with Google Earth. I've been doing it for a week and a half or so. 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. No, a week and a half. I forget. Anyways, so today we're actually going to start our project, or our first of 2 or 3 projects I'll be doing with Google Earth. So today we're going to do a bridge assignment. So does everyone know what a bridge is? I'd really hope so. So what we're going to do is we're going to Google world's most famous bridges, or if you have some of your favorite bridges like the Golden Gate Bridge or the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, you can use those. So we're going to use the measuring tool on Google Earth and see how long the bridge is. Okay, and then from there, you're going to take that data and put it into Google Sheets. So we're going to use a couple different programs we've been using. So I'll do my first example here. I'm going to do the Chesapeake Bay Bridge because Chesapeake, I spelled Chesapeake wrong. Chesapeake Bay. There you go. I was way off spelling that. Good thing I'm not an English teacher. Chesapeake Bay Bridge. All right, so this is the bridge I'm going to do. So if I go over, open up a new tab, we'll go down to Google Earth. Let that load for a second. Now I'm just going to, so I don't have to retype this out, I'm going to copy, put that into the search bar here. I'm going to go ahead and find it, Chesapeake Drive, Bay Bridge, that's what I want. Okay, so here's the bridge. So as you can see, it connects. Which 2 states does it connect? If someone can tell me that, they'll get some extra credit. Which 2 states does Chesapeake Bay Bridge connect? Oh, that's a hint. Anyways, I'm going to measure it from here, starting from this side to this side. I don't know if this is considered in it based off the characteristics, but I'm going to go ahead, get my measuring tool out. I'm going to switch it to, because I know there's such a long bridge, it's about 14 miles, I think, off the top of my head. I'm going to go ahead and just do miles because it'll be easier. So I'm just going to do a very approximate of it. Oop. All right, so that should be good. Yeah, see, I think they consider this all in here, but I'm just not going to for this example. So how long is this section that I made? 4.23 miles. So that's a bridge connecting 2 sides of 2 states. I'm not going to tell you which ones. And that is all Chesapeake Bay. Okay. Anyways, so I got 4.23 miles. So now I'm going to go open up a new tab. Go down to my 9 dots, go to Sheets. I'm going to start a blank one. And I'm going to do, say, 10 bridges, 10 bridge lengths, or 10 famous bridges. Okay. And then I'm going to say bridge name in the first one, and bridge approximate. So I'm not going to say approximately, do the abbreviation of it. Bridge length. Okay, let's make these all wider. So next class I'll go ahead and put in the data for this. Okay. So we're going to be doing, I think, 10 of these I wanted to do, but I'll talk about this more next class. So you can go ahead and start this activity. So you're just getting the length of the bridge and putting that data that you're getting into Google Sheets. Okay, that'd be all today. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Thursday. Bye.
Today I'm making a different kind of soup than you are used to. Maybe you've had it before, maybe you haven't. It's called Italian Wedding Day soup. It originated in Naples, Italy, and it is not served at weddings. It is called Italian Wedding Day soup because it's the merging of all these ingredients, like a merging of a family during a wedding. So, but the big difference with this soup compared to others is that it has meatballs in it. So I'm gonna start out, I have breadcrumbs and hamburger in here. And I'm gonna make the meatballs. And that's, I think it's the only soup that I can remember that has meatballs in it. Okay, it is not served at weddings. It's just called Italian Wedding Day soup. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that the hamburger is all covered with breadcrumbs. And the difference with meatballs with this soup is they're not that big, they're small. Okay, so they're like this side. And you may say, Miss, why do you have gloves on? Honestly, I hate the feel of raw meat on my hands. So they're just small. We're going to cook them in a pan. And I will show you how we add them to the soup. I don't know if any of you made meatballs at home and you help your mom cook spaghetti and meatballs. These aren't as big as that. They shouldn't be as big. I tend to make big meatballs. Okay, so this is just a little bit of hamburger, maybe half a pound. And it has to have the Italian breadcrumbs because otherwise it wouldn't, they would just be bland. They wouldn't taste very good. And when you make your meatballs, put them in the palm of your hand, roll them out, and they're round. Easier to do with just regular hands and not gloves. Okay. So Italian Wedding Day soup. Different kind of soup than what you might be used to. Okay, so the meatballs are on here, and now I'm going to cook them in a pan. So I'll bring you over to the oven, or the stove, and we will cook. All right, so I'm cooking the meatballs. I have a little bit of onion in there. And I'm just turning them over so they can brown and cook all the way through. It shouldn't take that long to cook, maybe 10 minutes. All right, so while those cook, I'm going to start the soup in this pot with a little bit of olive oil. Okay, and I'm going to add onion and carrots. They're going to cook for a bit. The meatballs are almost done. I'm going to turn them down. And I'm going to let my dog in. Come on, bud. Come on. Rudy, come. Ugh. In the butt. Alright, so the carrots and the onions are cooking. The meatballs are cooking. I'm going to put some water in with the carrots and the onions. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can put it in there. These are loud. So that's interesting. So I'm going to put 3.5 cups of water in here. This is 2 cups. Turn these off. Okay. 3.5 cups of water. I'm going to move the meatballs to the back burner. Actually, I'll turn this over again. I'm going to move this over here. Okay. So, let's see what else we're going to add. We're going to put in I'm going to shut off the meatballs. I'm going to put in some chicken stock, which is like chicken broth. The rest of the Italian seasoning. And some kale. This will shrink down. I think if I did this again, I would do the meatballs in the oven. It's better to bake them, I think, but I don't know. That's how I usually do them when I make sauce, is in the oven. But I guess it doesn't matter. They're not like big meatballs, they're just little. So this is gonna shrink down. Okay, I'm gonna start adding the meatballs. Mix those in. So I would cook for about 3 minutes or so. You don't need to cover it. I would also add this couscous, which is like some pasta. this takes about 3 minutes. To finish cooking. Okay. All right, so I will show you what it's like at the end. So this is pretty much it. I would add some maybe grated cheese on top of it when it's done. So remember, Italian wedding soup comes from Naples, Florida, Naples, Italy. And it is the merging of a bunch of ingredients, just like in a wedding where it's the merging of two families. And it is not served at Italian weddings or any other weddings that I know of. But you never know, I guess you could serve it. All right, so that's it. Until next time.
Hey Gators, welcome back to Language and Play. So this week we're examining that new musical Rat-Tat-Tooey, all right, or Ratatouille, however you want to say it, the TikTok musical. They took this Disney movie and turned it into an impromptu musical. And what we saw yesterday was the opening scene from the show. All right, we were introduced to some of the characters. We saw Remy, we saw his brother, we saw his father, you saw Chef Gusteau, some of the other chefs in the restaurant you saw come in, as well as some backup dancers. All right, what I want us to do is I want us to watch that clip again, and I want us to examine how they were able to put this together. First off, the actor that plays Remy, his name is Titus Burgess. All right, how does he bring Remy's character to life? Remember, Remy's a rat. We have already created animal characters in this class, right? All he did was he created an animal character. How did he do that? How did he bring that character to life? How does he act, move, sound, right? How does he infuse life into this character? Also, I want you to look at how they were able to infuse social media platforms into the show. All right, the whole thing was filmed on TikTok, all right, using different filters and features of the app. And I want you to try and see if you can identify some of those unique pieces that they were able to bring in from that app, and really from any social media app. All right, and you can even compare Flipgrid, because there are certain filters and things that you can do on Flipgrid that are the same that you see in this video. Okay, I'm going to show you the 2 questions you're going to be responding to now. All right, let's take a look at some of these questions that we're going to have from Rat-Tat-Tooey, the TikTok musical. The first one I want you to look at is from yesterday's scene. What is one way the actor who plays Remy the Rat brought his animal character to life? Remember, he's playing Remy the Rat, but he doesn't really dress like it. He doesn't look like it per se. What's a way that he does bring this character to life? Okay. Number 2, identify and describe at least 3 ways the producers of the show used features of TikTok or of social media in general to be able to create this show. Now, I will tell you one of them, okay? If you've ever used TikTok or social media, right, you're on your phone and you're able to have your phone take video of you, all right? That's one way that they were able to do this show. They literally filmed it on iPhones and Samsung Galaxy phones, which is pretty amazing to think about when you see the quality of it, okay? But that's one way, and you can use that way in your answer, but you got to come up with at least 2 others. All right, so that's what we're looking at for today. And I am also going to send the clip or share the clip one more time so that you guys can see it.
Bonjour! Bienvenue on the French countryside. My name is Remy, and we're about to go on a very big journey. What's about to happen? Honestly, I'm already exhausted. And that's just showbiz! Yes, before you have to ask, I am indeed a rat. May not look like it, but I am. There's a lot of places I could start. The time my dad almost died of rat poisoning and I saved his life. The time the old human lady went tat-a-tat with my brother me, Kel Holland. Yeah, the world isn't a great place for rats. So maybe we should start with something a little more positive. The man who inspired me to go beyond what the world expects of rats. The man who thinks anyone can be great. The best chef in Paris. That means the best of Chef August Gustav. Anyone can cook. Anyone can cook. All you have to do is look inside yourself. Anyone can cook. You could even write a book. It could sit right next to mine there on the shelf. Don't let a soul try to tell you how to broil or to braise. A casserole can be droll, but if you want to amaze, try some wine, it's divine. When it's time to deglaze. Cause anyone can have some fun, anyone can cook. Anyone can do. Bon appetit. Watching that commercial changed my life. It's a simple little motto, but it lit a spark in me. I led to an adventure called a restaurant in Paris. Steering a cook to boil a pot. Not that I'm trying to spoil it all the time. If you're looking for a one-man show, this will not be it. My tale is Perato, so the billing will be split. Presenting this ensemble at my side, the characters will be all alive. Alright, here we have it. We use a cook without a clue. Let's fiery, so let's help them learn a thing or two. Chef Skinner is a snake, and he writes for cake. Let's get to the rest. I love my country brother, but I feel it's not a foodie. And when I mention cooking, it just makes my father moody. But all I needed to change the world was a child. Practical social, practical yes, practical social, practical yes. So you see, my story's about working again, following your dreams and let the little guy talk. I say, my dream might be a bit large for a rat, but I think I can do it. I think. No, I know. Chef Gusteau said it himself.
All right, enjoy. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Go get them, Gators.
Hi guys, I hope that you enjoyed our project on magazine strips where you had to draw the missing parts. Today we're going to continue using magazines to make some art, but today we're going to be drawing the other half of a face. You may have done this with me before. It's one of my favorite projects. You're going to need a ruler, a pencil, and a magazine. So you want to look through a magazine. You need to get permission first before you start cutting up magazines. So find a magazine that mom and dad or people at home are okay with you cutting up, okay? You need to find a face. So basically you're going to cut out the face that you find, and then you're going to cut the face in half. So you want to make sure that you cut the face directly down the middle when you find a face that's looking straight ahead, a full view of a face. And then you're going to cut that whole thing out, and then cut it in half and leave yourself half of a face, okay? So I did that on my paper, and I taped this piece, the magazine piece, onto the white paper. So now what I'm going to do is I'm very carefully going to use my ruler and my pencil to draw the other half of Kobe here. Okay, so what you want to do is look at areas like this and measure how much space is there between the corner of his eye to this halfway point. And then you're going to start his eye that distance away from this middle point, okay? So you're taking your ruler, and I'm just going to use my ruler right now to measure how much space is there from here, the end of his eye to here, to the halfway point. That's about a ½ inch. So I want to slide my ruler over here, and right at the ½ inch mark, I'm just going to make a little dot, and I know that's where I need to start the other eye. So I'm going to look at his eye over here, and as we've talked about before, when I draw an eye, I think of a football shape first. So I kind of see that when I look at Kobe's eye. And I'm just going to do kind of a football shape, but I'm really making more observations here to see what his eye looks like. Just going to go like that. Then he's got the eyelid going up above. So you're just always looking back to this side so you can know what to draw on this side. And we also want to keep in mind that we want to have symmetrical balance. So you don't want to have this eye be too high or too low. You want to make sure that it's lined up because his face is symmetrical. So the ruler can help us with that too, just lining our facial features up to make sure that we're drawing it in a symmetrical way. Okay. Now I'm going to move down to his nose. His nose is a little more than ½ inch. A little more than ½ inch. So I'm going to draw a little mark, a little more than ½ inch over here. And I'm making observations, looking at his nose in the picture, and trying to draw what I imagine the other half is like. So you're just making observations, you're making sure things are symmetrical. Yeah, I think that looks okay. All right, now I'm going to come down to his mouth, make a little measurement. His mouth on this side is about 1 inch. So I'm going to make a mark at 1 inch, and I know his mouth should come out to about 1 inch on this side as well, because I want it to be symmetrically balanced and I want it to look good. Okay, I see his chin over here. I'm just going to make a little bit of a measurement here for his chin. It's about 1 inch. So I know on this side I need to just mark it 1 inch. And it's a little bit hard to see because it's getting dark, a darker value in there, shadow. Okay, now his whole face on this side is a little bit, almost 2.5 inches, almost. So I'm just gonna go over here and make a little mark, but I don't want to make his face too wide over here. I'm gonna make a little mark about 2 inches and see how that works. And if I need to make it go out wider, I will. Oh, I don't want to forget his eyebrow. All right, so you can go in and add values, different values, and shade in areas, darken areas. He's got a little mustache here. I might want to darken that in a little bit to keep that going. He's got some shadows on his face that you just want to create some darker values where you see a little shading and shadows on his face. Got a lot of shadows on this side and maybe not as much on this side, but there's a little bit like around his eye. You want to kind of darken it a little bit. His eye is a dark brown eye, so I want to make it look like that. All right, he's got his ears right about here. You can use a ruler to measure or just kind of do it just by looking. All right, well, there's my Kobe. So hopefully you guys can find a face that you will be able to use for your Draw the Other Half project. Good luck, guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Virtual PE. I'm Miss Sweetie. Alright, so today the 3 muscles that you're going to exercise with me are going to be your triceps, a little bit of back, your lats, your chest, and your abdominals. Alright, so for when we're doing our triceps and lat, it's called a lawnmower pull. So you want to make sure you pull up through the elbow, get it nice and level, and you're going to kick it back nice and straight. All right, and then you're gonna drop it down again. So that's 1, but we're gonna do 15 of these. So elbow pull and then kick it back. All right, for the Russian twist, we kind of already know those. Just get your feet up, twist it. We're gonna do 10. All right, and then we have a chest press. The key to this is you're gonna lay flat on the floor. Is to make sure that you push both at the same exact time. All right, so you're gonna push them up as you're laying down and bring it back down at the same time. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy our workout today.
What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing good. For today's cardio workout, we got a couple different things. All right, I'll show you first, give you a minute, and then we'll get into it. So, like usual, we're gonna start off running in place. Okay. Then we're gonna do what's called skaters. Skaters, you just freezing right on your foot, back and forth. Then we run in place. Okay. And we're just doing a high knee skip. Okay. And run in place. Okay. Take a minute. Get ready.
watching Enrichment TV, Gators. Remember, work hard, be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow.